there, mates, for I am James Paddington Bear. Oh, for Cut this rubbish. Be right back. Okay, there we go, mates. For I am James Paddington Bear, Blackpool the third. And we're here for another episode of your NXT UK rubbish. So, mates, now that good old JPB Blackpool 3 fixed his hair up a little bit, I mean, clearly, I had one too many piss-worn pints. Speaking of which, this pint has been sitting overnight. Deliciously piss-warm. So this week, on your NXT UK rubbish, we're not talking about a do or a butty. We're talking about A-Up Cocker and Ilya Dragunov from Moscow, Russia. Well, he went up against Bomber Dave Mastiff from the Black Country, England. And, mates, for the first time in a long time, the referee stopped the match. Ilya Dragunov hit Bomber with an elbow to his nose, broke his nose, busted him up, and the referee stopped the match. What a wanker this referee was. So, mates, not gonna lie to you here, good old JPB Blackpool 3 delivers you the news, the real news, the skinny, whether you like to hear it or not. And this was complete bollocks. I mean, complete and utter rubbish here. I mean, at that point they're showing, video footage of something else. The match was short. I mean, I had to go outside and smoke a fag. So, mates, Blackpool did not care for this. That referee can piss off. And we're going to give this one a 5. Piss-worn pints. Ha 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 ha. Moving on. Next week, we have 5 women competing in a gauntlet match for the #1 contender for Kaylee Ray's UK Women's Championship. And we're going to spotlight each of these women tonight. First up, Xia Brookside. She said she's going to give it her all and will fight for all of you. Way to go, Xia Brookside. I hope you win. But I hope other people also win in this match. And there can only be one winner. Next up, Rampage Brown looking for Joe Coffey. And Joe Coffey, he's not there. He runs into Mark Coffey and Wolfgang. Rampage looks at Wolfgang. He goes, you. Yeah, you, mate. You'll do. And he walks away. And Mark Coffey and Wolfgang look at each other and they say, get us boys on top. The next spotlight of the 5 women was Isla Dawn, the White Witch of Scotland. And she says she's an entity that none of these girls have ever seen before. And all she had to sacrifice was herself. Mates, Isla Dawn's off a rocker. I mean, what in the bloody hell is she talking about? But Isla Dawn could win, actually. I hope she wins. So, I hope they all win. Let's put it that way. Up next, we have the Supernova Sessions straight from the moon, Noam with his good mate, the East End Butcher, Shah Samuels, and Noam from Ayrshire, Scotland, Shah Samuels from England, and their guest was Nathan Frazer from the Isle of Jersey. And you know how Blackpool feels about those Jersey wankers. Well, Noam was absolutely hilarious. Nathan Frazer came out. He goes, "Wait a second, you again? We don't do reruns on Supernova Sessions. I don't even have any questions." And Noam sitting here looking at Shaw Samuel saying, "What do I ask this, mate? I don't even have any questions for the same guy here." And turns out he's right, because Nathan Frazer was on the Supernova Sessions before as Ben Carter. And he explained to himself, there's a difference between Nathan Frazer and Ben Carter. Now, he doesn't have to hide behind a name. He's a WWE NXT UK superstar, so he can call himself by his real name, Nathan Frazer. Well, Noam and Shaw Samuels didn't take kindly to this, mate. And a challenge was accepted between Nathan Frazer and Noam. So, mates, this was a hilarious episode of the Supernova Sessions. We're going to give this one a 7.5 piss warm pints. Ha 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 ha. Up next, the third women in the gauntlet match next week was spotlighted, and it's Jinny, one of Blackpool's favorites. And Jinny said she's not letting any little girl get in her way. She's the fashionista who was born for greatness in the NXT UK. Bravo, Jinny. Blackpool hopes that Jinny wins next week, amongst the other people he also hopes wins. So then we had a little recap. A-Kid and Tyler Bate recapping their series of matches, which is 1-1 right now. And the fourth woman spotlighted for next week was Dani Luna. Dani Luna says she's the strongest girl in this match, and she is part of the subculture. What does that even mean? Well, Blackpool hopes Dani Luna wins that match. And then, our next contest, Saxon Huxley from Hartlepool, England versus Trent from Moustache Mountain by Wolverhampton, England. And match wasn't half bad, as a matter of fact. Blackpool's mate, Sam Gradwell from Blackpool, appears on the screen. He says, "Trent 7, it's about time you do something around here, you yogurt. So just go ahead and get the job done." Well, Trent 7 hits the 7-star lariat on Saxon Huxley, gets the 1, 2, 3. 7 is your winner, and we're gonna give this match a 7. See what I did there? Best And the fifth woman spotlighted for next week is Emilia McKenzie. And she is back in the NXT UK. And even though she is the youngest, she is also the toughest and will become the best women's wrestler in the UK when she wins the gauntlet match and then defeats Kaylee Ray. So Blackpool hopes Emilia McKenzie wins. However, Blackpool just said he hopes all 5 competitors win. Well, if you don't like that, then piss off, wankers. And then, backstage, we had a male viciously attack Xia Brookside for not being included in the gauntlet match, and then, is Xia Brookside gonna even make it to next week? Well, we have our main event. A no DQ match. The loser must leave the NXT UK. And it's none other than the Luckian, Kenny Williams, from Lanarkshire, Scotland, versus Amir Jordan from Dewsbury, England? What a wanker. This Amir Jordan, clearly not from Dewsbury, England. Blackpool does not like Amir Jordan. He lies about being from Dewsbury. And Blackpool hopes he does leave the NXT UK. He's a wanker. He should piss off. So, this match was absolutely brutal. They brought out a toolbox. Kenny Williams was trying to gouge his eyes out. I was kind of hoping he did gouge the eyes out of Amir Jordan, you know, because he's a wanker and all. And the mat got pulled back. There was a suplex on the mat. Both men just took a beating in this match. Kenny Williams hurt his back on the concrete there. They exposed a turnbuckle. Amir Jordan comes on top. There's a chair. Kenny Williams falls against the rope. Amir Jordan gets crotched on the exposed turnbuckle. Hurts his balls. And he's crying. He's crying so much that Kenny Williams takes him off the ropes and face plants him down onto a chair. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Amir Jordan is out of the NXT UK. Rightfully so. Bravo, Kenny Williams. Bravo. Well done there, mate. Fantastic main event. We're going to give that one an 8. Piss warm points. No more Amir Jordan and no more lying about his Dewsbury residence. So, your match of the night was the main event, Kenny Williams versus Amir Jordan. Your average rating is somewhere just shy of a 7. And predictions for next week's, mate. Well, we have a Heritage Cup rules match with Nathan Frazer versus Noam Da. And your winner, Noam Da. He will defeat this formerly known as Ben Carter wanker from the Isle of Jersey, Nathan Frazer. And then, in the number 1 contenders Women's Championship Gauntlet match, the winner of this will then face what is going on? Will face Kaylee Ray for the title. And even though Blackpool says he hopes that everyone will win, your winner will truly be Emilia McKenzie. You heard it here, mates. So with that being said, there's only one thing left to say, and that is Blackpool says, piss off, wankers. Piss off.